And we're back. It's only a few seconds later from my perspective, possibly from yours as well. We're at the Temporal Spire. We got all our moves recharged because there was a midpoint. We've got Bronzongs. I accidentally ran instead of moving diagonally. Oh, Porygon Z. More levitation. Even though at this time I could not possibly have a ground-type Pokemon. Oh. I'm glad Discharge keeps missing Tark. It's like awful convenient to not have your water Pokemon hit by an electric move. I'm also glad it keeps missing me, but not as glad. Oh, the sleep trap. Oops. That was not the way to move to get Tark to avoid it. Alright, get some more thorns. Fossil Orb's not bad. It's basically like a Slumber Orb. Except it's got X marks instead of Z marks. Totally different letter of the alphabet. Oh, that's Salamence. Probably a low-level Salamence to compensate for how evolved it is. Hey, you take point. Yeah, that Fire Fang would have been problems for me. Oh, is Tark burned? I should maybe do something about that. Heal Seed. Because I don't have any Rost Berries still with me. I think, did I also cure Cringe with that? That's awfully convenient. Whoa. Alright, it's fine. When we're in a pinch, our moves power up. Alright, found the stairs. Let's rest a few rounds before heading down them. Throw a rock at him. Oh. That wasn't nearly as effective as I had hoped. Nice. Paralyze. Got it. Am I gonna learn a move too? No. My moves are not learned at the same level as Tark's. I guess it's pretty convenient that if you miss with a gravel rock, you can always pick it back up. Unless it goes in water or something, of course, but that's not gonna happen in this dungeon. I cringed. Lost the turn. I'm gonna have to use items. I can't swap places with Tark while confused. But confusion is also basically a massive accurate. Oh! That went really poorly. So I believe we're down to 2 Revive Seeds. Wow, paralysis is amazingly useful in this game. Well, that's actually a Porygon 2, not a Porygon Z. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment to eat the plain seed to get out of my inventory. Making sure to use it on the main character because it restores a tiny amount of belly. Somehow, while confused, I happened to luck into moving exactly directions I wanted. I don't need this many Petroscarfs. What's over here? Ooh, a gummy. I like gummies. We might be able to get one more IQ skill before the game ends if it keeps giving us gummies like this. Oh dear. I'll just Iron Thorn him to death. Block! I'm immobilized. That's fine, I just wanted to throw thorns at you. I would like to conserve my orange berries, so I'm gonna use Magical Leaf. So that I use Synthesis. Oh, I'm not confused anymore. I could have used another... this combo. Alright, regained mobility. Nice! Oh, there's something up above that Tark just shot. I can't even see it. Ooh. Yeah, I'll give up my other Petroscarf for it. There's never so much poison that you really need to be immune to it, especially because going downstairs cures poison. Wow, so much agility. Scared face, except it missed. Being slowed is actually pretty awful. Nobody loves losing turns. Okay, he's at normal speed now. His defense is rose sharply. At least his physical defense. So only one of his defenses, I suppose. Oh yeah, there's like a sleepless status. That's why Chesto Berry says prevents sleep. You can actually pre-use it. I have a lot of escape orbs. I actually considered escape orbing during the Monster House earlier. I'm glad I didn't. Okay, that's not a Porygon Z. Ow. Oh yeah, that's bug type. Please don't hit me with that signal beam again. Okay. But yeah, since it's not Porygon Z, I'm gonna guess it doesn't have just discharge. So that's why I wasn't worried about making sure I shot it with ranged moves. That, however, is a Porygon Z. Lock on. Sure shot status. Whoa. Tark leveled in the first half of the dungeon, too. This is quite the dungeon. Dungeon of mystery. Mystery dungeon. Oh, I'm not lined up. All the money. I'll just ingest that. I have enough max elixirs. Oh, a trap failed to work. Nice. Alright, nice water pulse. Oh! I bet that's why the one Porygon hit itself. It probably used discharge well confused. I guess that's how whole room attacks work. Of course, it wouldn't work that way for Tark and I, because we've got non-trader. But enemy Pokemon never have IQ skills. Not until they're recruited, anyway. Ooh, Violet Seed. Kinda used one of those earlier. Oh, I keep forgetting to use the Luminous Orb. Let's just use it. Alright. Ground, get. Wait, what's that? It's another seed. Another violent seed. I will take every violent seed you want to give me. I'm gonna eat this apple, even though I probably don't even need to bother. We're full though. Oh, yeah. The pinnacle! Is this the top of Temporal Tower? Oh, there's lightning. Look at the sky. It's incredible. Red clouds are swirling. I don't believe it. It happened again. The tower feels like it's gonna shake apart. Let's hustle. Oh, look over there. That might be where the gears go. It has a strange mystical feel. There's a big circular pattern. Inside are indentations that look like they've been gouged out. What is this? Wait a second. Gouged out indentations. There are 5 in all. 5 slots. That means... What? 5 slots? That's it! If you set the 5 time gears, we might prevent time from stopping. Oh, so Tark was gonna do it, but then there was lightning. It turned dark all of a sudden. So, it's you. You seek the destruction of Temporal Tower. What? You're wrong. We're here to prevent time from stopping. Time stopping? Time grew. It's Dialga. Because of course. You dare bring ruin to the tower. No, that's wrong. We want to prevent the tower from collapsing. For all those who threaten Temporal Tower, he'll show no mercy. It's no use, he's not listening to us, and the screen already flashed. Okay, Dialga is losing control because time is breaking down, but this isn't like Primal Dialga in the future. He's not yet fully consumed by the power of darkness. There's still a chance that he can be brought back to reason. There's still hope. Here he comes! Alright, let's get violent. Yeah, there are 2 at the end of my inventory. This might be overdoing it. I guess I energy ball this round because I'm at max health. Oh, he's got pressure. Roar of Time. Oh, but now he has to pause. I'm only gonna be able to use this 2 more times before the moves unlink. Maybe I should have buried Tark. I have 2 revive seeds though. Oh yeah, Tark getting the attack downs in. That Metal Claw did nothing. Except I still need to heal up. Okay, yeah, I can't use them again or they'll come apart because pressure is doubling all costs. Wow! Seems moderately unfair. I was like crit for all my health. Okay, but he's paralyzed. We're dealing tons of damage and we won. Did it. That felt close. Another Roar of Time could have wiped us. Well, even if one of us goes down, that's it. Okay, it's time. While he's still down, Tark will go put in the time gears. Oh, this tremor is the worst it's been. Temporal Tower must be nearing total collapse. If that were to happen, the destruction will accelerate until the planet's fully paralyzed. Oh, Tark's gotta hurry. He's the fated hero. The floor is heaving, it's hard to put the time gears in place. Oh, but he did it. All 5 at the same time. They're all set. Whoa. They melded into the thing, except on the bottom screen. Where it still looks exactly the same. Yeah, you put the time gears where they're supposed to go. Why won't the tremors stop? Can't be. Was I too late? Will it continue to collapse? Is it too late to stop the paralysis? And also, wow. This is... Well, we're still at the top of the tower. Which hopefully it has not been relocated to the bottom of the tower. I don't think it did, though. This is Temporal Tower, and you're all speaking in all caps, but I think you've changed color. You have no cause for alarm. I've regained my reason. Temporal Tower has taken heavy damage, but it has survived. Now, observe. I'm observing. Dialga must be showing us this, must be using telepathy. Oh hey, it's those leaves that they always show when they have to demonstrate that time has stopped. Must be Tree Shroud Forest, but it's not the same. When we were there, time was stopped. Time's moving again. It's Treasure Town. Man, I wish I had some water. Forgot to fill my cup. Everyone looks happy, that's good. Seems to be badly damaged, but it's still standing. It didn't collapse. It really looks like it should collapse, though. Survived. Okay, survived the crisis. Time has returned to normal. Thus, time has resumed in places where it stopped because you stopped the ruin of Temporal Tower. Planet's paralysis has been prevented. The world's peace has been restored. Really? We did it! We finally did it. We brought peace to the world. Allow me to thank you. Thank you for reaching the Hidden Land. You had the courage to stand up to me even as it raged out of control, and you prevented the ruin of Temporal Tower in the nick of time. Thank you. All this I owe to you. But all is not as yet not yet as it should be. It will take time. I must see the repair of Temporal Tower. The Hidden Land too has been ravaged, but the Rainbow Stone ship should still be operable, and Lapras should be awaiting your return. Okay, let's go home. Back to Treasure Town. And I would like to save my adventure. So clearly we need to get to the part where we don't actually disappear. And I wanted to show evolution, and that'll be it for the LP. I'm not doing post-game stuff. You can expect the post-game would have more traps, including like goo traps that mess up your items so you can't use them anymore. But then there are cleanse orbs that remove it. Also like more monster houses. And longer dungeons. Oh, my body feels heavy. What's wrong? Why am I struggling to move? It's like my legs are weighted down. Maybe now that we changed the future, my own disappearance is drawing near. Oh, another post-game feature is some dungeons require HM moves to enter. But then the HM moves are just normal moves once you're in a dungeon. Settle down. I guess things are settling back to normal. Let's go. Oh yeah, you can also get around the HM requirement by having the HM in your inventory, but of course that risks losing it if you're defeated in battle. Okay, this light. Alright, finally, the time has finally arrived. My time with Tark ends now. Hey. Huh? What is it? What's wrong with you? Sorry, Tark. Kept this to myself for a long time. Looks like I have to say goodbye. What? Bye? What do you mean? Dustmar told me, if we change the future, the Pokemon from the future would disappear. That's why I'm destined to disappear too. What? Why? Don't understand. Thank you for everything. I'm gonna disappear from here now. Tark, I'll never forget you. Wait, I only made it this far because you were with me. Don't you understand? If you go, I don't know. Okay, you have to be strong on your own. You have to live. You have to go home. Tell everyone about what happened here so that nothing like this ever happens again. The light is getting brighter. Don't go. Thanks for everything. Glad we got to train together at the guild. Glad we got to go on adventures together. Glad I got to know you. And he's all like, wait, but we're lucky that he was our friend. You know, we're more important to him than anything, and also likewise. Even after I disappear from here, I'll never forget you. Somehow. Okay. Now, is that we're gone. I wonder if that pose of the allied Pokemon falling over is unique, or if it like borrows the sleep animation or something. Okay, Tark has to get home alive and tell everyone what happened because it's Clysear's last wish. There's no ability to advance text, and also the Rainbow Stone ship. I don't know why the Rainbow Stone ship is the epoch now. Because even though this was Explorers of Darkness, we happened to have dealt with a time emergency. Because the plot's the same in both games. Okay. Well, you're not actually getting farther away from Clyseer, considering Clyseer is going to show back up in Treasure Town mysteriously. Spoilers. There is a post-game, so therefore you have to be there. And so, Clyseer and Tark finally succeeded in their mission and saved the world from disaster. Tark departed from Temporal Tower, traveled across the ravaged Hinland, rode Lapras across the sea, and safely returned to Treasure Town. All solo. I guess he still had one Oran Berry for recovery. Plus, natural regeneration is pretty strong. Okay, Tark told everyone about the adventure, what happened, what took place at the tower, about Grovyle and Clyseer, and how the destruction of time was stopped and the world was restored to peace. That was a nice summary there, Tark. Okay, he told it whenever and wherever possible to as many Pokemon. It was a story that had to be told and of hope for world peace. And future peace. And star peace. Wait, what? Okay, Treasure Town returned to its cheerful routines. The scars from the planet's injuries slowly healed. Life gradually returned to normal. Yeah, it did. Huh? Howdy. Going out? Yep, out for a walk. Sounds nice. It'll be dinner time soon, though. You don't want to be late. Understood. Oh, the bubbles are beautiful again. Okay, I haven't seen this for a long time. It's beautiful as he remembers. Just been too busy to come see it, but he's missed it. It's a fantastic sight. Wonder when it was I last saw this. Last time was... Oh, the last time I saw this was when I met Clyseer. Casual reminder that the screen on the top left of my display would normally be directly above the other screen because it's a DS game. They don't make DSs like that. Alright, the flashback at the very start of the game. Oh yeah, because the other times we came to the beach, the bubbles weren't there. The view was like this that time too. That was when our adventure began. Formed an exploration team. And at some point we were both hungry. Oh yeah, we were rescued in Azurill. And then we got dinner. Ah yes, this dramatic scene where he charged into a waterfall. And they solved the mystery of the relic fragment. But at this point in the flashbacks, he had not. And we faced an illusion of a legendary. Then later faced an actual legendary. Oh yeah, and we saw that good view too. And we survived being clawed to death. And we had conversations, and these flashbacks are not in order, but we formed an adventuring team. Or exploration team, whatever they're called. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Adventurers of Darkness. Right? That's the name of the game? Wow, we had to go to Temporal Tower for Grovyle's sake. We'll go no further. For Grovyle's sake, I will not fail. Wait, what? Okay, but now Clyseer's gone and also not here anymore. Oh, Tark, you've been gone. The people got worried. At least Bidoof did. What? What's all the matter? Or what all is the matter? I misplaced the all by a couple positions. Because who would bother to actually read Bidoof's text boxes? Just skim it, and then guess. I can't do anything with the A button or the start button. Oh, but there are staff credits! I mean, it's a mystery dungeon game. Well, a Pokemon mystery dungeon game, so perhaps a little kinder than the other mystery dungeons. No. I mean, it was pretty fun. Yeah. I kind of wish you actually could change your party throughout the main game, besides just slots 3 and 4. You can change your leader in the post-game, and also you aren't required to even have a partner, I think. And so also the requirement that your partner survives is eliminated. So that's a little different about the post-game. I mean, it makes sense that they actually have, like, a main character that is you, that has to be present. But, I don't know. If they could have just worked it in, like in Fire Emblem, where you're not necessarily deployed to combat, but you're sometimes present. I think I would enjoy that a bit more. Like, in general, it also is pretty fun to just have you, and you have your own weaknesses that you have to deal with, but they made it workable by, reducing the effect of super effective moves to only 1.5x. Like, I think the adaptations from the main Pokemon game all make sense. I approve. Yeah, it's some very casual dungeon exploration. If you wanted a more hardcore sort of experience, you could of course go with like Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup or Angband or, you know, one of the many permadeath ASCII arts things around. What's the other one? NetHack, I think, is the other big one. And then there are like the literally 100 Angband variants. Zangband, I don't even know. Maybe there aren't literally 100, but I seem to remember there were a lot of them. Let's see. Trying to think if I have anything actually insightful to say. I also kind of wish hunger was more of a thing in the main game. I think food management, it could have been a little bigger. It does become a little important in the post-game, but mostly the importance of hunger management is just like make sure you always bring 3 apples to every dungeon. It only ever gets desperate if your apples get gunked up before you eat them, and you don't have a cleanse orb. And then you're like, well, if I eat every blast seed I find, and every gummy I find, and all the little minor... Oh yeah, eat all the status recovery berries. You start just like eating everything that restores minor amounts of hunger. Because like, if you want anything more than 5 hunger restored at a time, it has to be an apple. But you can get by sometimes on all the little minor recoveries. Also, starvation kills you pretty slowly. I think you only take 1 damage per step. So you can even starve for a few steps and then like eat something and recover health for the next like 20 steps. There are techniques. I kind of wish sometime in the LP things had gotten that desperate. But the main game is just too generous with apples, doesn't have gunk traps. And all the dungeons are short. A lot of the dungeons you don't even have to eat to get through. Especially because like the midpoint restores not only your moves, but also your hunger. I guess one thing though is if you rely a lot on resting to restore your health, that does consume belly a little, because you're spending turns. Okay, Tark, when you left here, when you bid farewell to this place from the Rainbow Stone ship, your sorrow, I felt its intensity even here. If that's how you feel even now, and if Clyseer were to share those feelings, I will grant your wish. The world needs you both. That is why I will trust you with the gift. I leave to you the future. Alright, so he just pulls us out of the alternative timeline as his thanks. He says, please accept it. Conveniently, when you have a Pokemon on your side that controls time. Hello. We're here. And... oh man, this is already a two-part episode and we're going over half an hour, but I just want to remember how evolution works in this game. I know the first mystery dungeon just had an area called Cave of Evolution, and if you met the requirements for an evolution, you walked in and you evolved. It wasn't a dungeon, it was just a room off the side of town. So if I load this back up, people will probably be talking about it. As a result of Clyseer and Tark's heroic actions, the destruction of time was stopped and peace returned to the world of Pokemon. Of course, not everything returned to normal right away. Some places remained where time was still out of control, but overall things were becoming better everywhere. As for Clyseer and Tark, they returned to Wigglytuff's guild and fell back into their daily routine of vigorous training. One morning, several months later, having gained no levels from several months of training, graduation! From the guild. If you graduate, you can leave. You'll be rid of the harsh daily training program. Of course, that all depends on you passing the exam. Hey, we've been around a lot longer than those two. Why do we get to take a graduation exam? They've already proven themselves to be worthy many times over. And after all, Clyseer and Tark saved the world. It's only natural they've earned the right to be tested. That's how it goes. Okay, exam soon. Loudred took the exam last year and promptly failed. Okay, but everyone needs to get lost, so what do we have to do? I want you to explore the depths of a wood named Mystifying Forest. You should find a place called Luminous Spring there. Luminous Spring? Yep. Your Pokemon once meant to evolve, but maybe because of the time troubles we had, no sunlight shines in the spring now. No, nothing can evolve there. I want you to travel to Luminous Spring and return with its treasure. If you can bring that treasure back to the guild, you pass the exam, you'll be recognized as an exploration team and graduate with full honors. Have to bring back the treasure. But you have to watch out for one thing. There you'll find a frighteningly strong enemy. The Grandmaster of all things bad lives there. Grandmaster of all things bad? Yep. It's a terribly wicked, horrifying presence that no one would ever want to meet. So good luck. What? That'll do for the morning briefing. Alright, let's get down to work. Hooray! Alright. What do we do? The Grandmaster of all things bad. Hey, Loudred. You took the graduation exam last year, didn't you? There's something we'd like to know. Can you tell us what the Grandmaster of all things bad was like? Oh, not allowed to talk about it. It's a guild rule. Can't talk about it. But I will tell you this. You're in for a dreadful, terrifying time. Oh, when he lets himself remember it, wah. Loudred didn't tell us anything useful. We'll just have to do our best to graduate on its own. Let's go to Treasure Town and get ready. So, I wasn't expecting a dungeon to unlock evolution. I'm still gonna do it. But, I think we'll have to actually... I don't want to do a 3-part episode. So I think this will still be the last official episode of the LP. I will move on to the next game, which is Earthbound. However, Saturday evening, I'm gonna hope to have a bonus episode where we'll revisit this game. I'm just going to save my game again. That's why I'm retreating back to the guild. Yeah, that'll be it for this part. Earthbound starts... This will be Thursday's episode, Monday. So, yeah. See ya!